No, it was take the picture, just don't look at my dick. That's what it was.
While exposing dick.
It was an act of politeness. It wasn't a sort of draw my attention. It was covered. It was covered though, mate. That was the whole point of it. So yeah.
Right, we're ready.
I met some nerd friends. Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Ooh, I almost tripped over my stuff. Who are these people? Who's this?
Cornflakes.
Who's this?
Faebelina.
Who's this?
Notified.
Who's this?
Fetch.
I like that. I like. She keeps. I'm just gonna go right back over here.
I can't do that much when you do it. You're funny.
She's taking away all the screen real estate from the faces. Oh, Faye's got one.
Your turn.
Wait. Oh my God. Score, where's your face?
The same one as Cats. It's about all I can do.
Okay, that's fair.
No, I like that.
All right, nerd,
I mean,
you're last.
monkey.
Do you have, oh my God, it's amazing.
That's fucking scary.
Right?
Oh my goodness. BlizzCon been awesome so far?
Freaking fantastic. It's been too awesome. We haven't been able to see all the cool stuff.
That is very true.
I mean, right?
It needs to be 3 days.
It really does. Because
3 days, Blizzard.
we saw a ton of Overwatch stuff, but there was so much Overwatch stuff and overlapped with a lot of the Legion stuff.
Yep.
We weren't able to see a lot of the Legion stuff. So
When was the Legion announcement at opening ceremony? I was like, come on, give me more.
Right?
We had an hour for the panel though.
I felt like it was Overwatch. We had to go to Overwatch.
Exactly.
I had to go watch the matches.
Exactly.
Priorities.
That's true.
Well,
I mean, look at us. Overwatch.
And that's well, I actually had Overwatch showing yesterday, but the only other thing I'm super sad about is that the Overwatch arena wasn't any bigger than it was. Because I really wanted to watch that live and couldn't get in because
I surmise that next year it'll be where StarCraft 2 is.
Probably.
They'll make the whole thing Overwatch.
It's so freaking cool.
Oh, or that.
Yeah, we think they'll take over the whole new section.
The whole new section of Overwatch?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Just an Overwatch, wait.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, well, we gotta go. We gotta go. We're gonna go to the Orc statue.
Whoa.
That was very intense. That was great.
I'm not gonna, I don't know. These guys don't even need an introduction. Who's this?
I'm Andy.
And who's this?
I'm Andy.
What's up?
What's up, gentlemen? Holy shit!
We finally caught each other after like 2 days.
Yeah, well, it only is 2 days. It should be 3 days. The convention should be 3 days.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if my feet can take that.
Ian Hazacostas kind of told us some things, eh?
He told us a lot of things, which was good.
He had the best day that he's had at BlizzCon in years.
Yeah.
It was. I could see when he walked out on stage, he had a smile on his face, and usually it's been like he's come out and he's had to go naval shipyards and then just drop the mic and just walked away. But this time he came out and he had this like presence about him that was like, this is going to be awesome.
Right.
And I expected nothing because the opening ceremony was really weak Warcraft-wise. They just kind of mentioned that it exists.
Because we needed an hour for it.
Yeah, and then he got an hour completely on his own where he just stood there like he was giving this presentation. And I can't even express the hype in that room once he started, and it just built and built and built. We're dropping all them little things, and weirdly enough, we recorded a video just before we came.
I watched it on
to
the way
release
here.
while we were here, and it was what we wanted to see. And he got 9 out of 10 of those things are on that fucking list, man.
But those have been done for a while, so now you think like, are you guys soothsayers?
No, it was just that they recognized those things.
Right, exactly.
They recognized these things like flying, because in that video we were saying there's no reason flying's not in the game anymore.
Sure.
This isn't Warlords of Draenor, it's different. We have the whistle, we have that, and they're like, well, flying's coming back now because it suits the game. Those mounts, which nobody expected class-specific mounts, which was the anticipation of when yours was coming. And I got them. I'm a mage, so obviously I got a reskin.
You hit the jackpot with yours.
Oh, well, of course,
Tornado Bro is pretty good. Okay.
Oh yeah, you play that down.
Okay,
you play that down. But we were all looking at them because the Paladin one was really cool. The Priest one looks especially good. The Death Knight one looked awesome. The Druid one looks terrible. But the Mage one was. I was okay with it. I even said to you, I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
Hopefully there are more particles and effects going on.
I hope it's got some animations that's going to come.
Because it's like a 2-second clip.
Yeah, because we didn't see most of them in flight either, and they all fly. But then the Shaman one came up, and I was like, bro, what are you even playing at?
Tornado Bro, man.
Tornado Bro. And then it rotates round to his back as he spins around. I was like, this is totally bullshit.
But that's
offensive to me.
What do you guys think? Because this is the one thing that always brings up whenever anyone gets. We're talking to Preacher, it goes, oh, so elitist. Blah, blah. But the new artifact skin is personal. Like, you get it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's like a benediction quest line.
Oh, of course.
There's no, like, relying on anyone else. You gotta get it.
My imagination went crazy with like two things. One, when they started saying that there's going to be really class-specific stuff we're going to be doing, and maybe I started thinking, are they going to introduce some scenarios where you'll literally have a group of priests doing stuff, a group of shamans doing stuff, and a group of warriors, you know, and maybe they're going to intermingle with that, because they've done that scenario like the Broken Shore one. It doesn't matter how many people go in, but they mix them together for a Horde and Alliance, right? You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. They always get Horde and Alliance in there. So they could theoretically put scenarios together that's all priests doing priestly things. I was excited for that. I'm waiting to see what the quest actually involved, because they said benediction, which I did, the original one.
Right.
Which was not... It had one difficult part of it, where it's nothing like Green Fire. And Green Fire was... And they said it's like Green Fire, so I'm waiting to see what that's like. Because Rock Dalar, that was a big quest. That had a lot of things involved.
Back to the Deceiver as well.
Yeah, it makes your imagination go crazy, so I'm hoping they don't disappoint that, but I don't think they're going to. But it was so nice to not hear about it and then say, because everyone's been saying, can you do things like Green Fire? And then they went, yeah, we've done that for everybody now. So I'm really excited to see what that is and how does it work with the different specs.
As well. So like they've given like they've brought in flails, like the prop paladin,
weapon physics.
Weapon physics.
But like
again, you spotted it so early before he even mentioned it.
Well, he showed the paladin. The paladin's got a flail, and then he does it on the warrior. It's like, oh, we can use flails now. It's like, we know that now.
You immediately went to it, flail.
But like, the Demon Hunter, finally, it's like we get something that's the coolest of. Those fire glaives and the what was it now? The werebro.
The werebro.
Werebro.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was the one.
Or Harambe, as it's already been
named.
Oh,
Jesus,
God.
please.
Wait for that. Do you know what? That tank with that skin when he dies in a raid. What do you think your raid chat's
all
gonna
the
be?
memes. All the memes. But I would give anything to be Werebear Mage. I'm serious.
Hopefully, because it's just like a
if I could monkey around as a mage all day, I would absolutely do it.
Well,
I was jealous.
You can mirror it. Just sky mirror it.
I need it on the lower cooldown.
True. I was gonna give Ghosty a little bit of like, I'm sorry, because they gave the Demon Hunters, you were like, just make us fly.
Yes.
But you get a mount that has more armor than you.
Dude, the worst part about that was, like, I saw the class-specific mounts, and then that immediately eradicated any hope of getting flying.
Oh no.
But so it started going through it, but then they showed the Druid. They get a new flight form.
Like,
and I braced myself, and it was like a fisheye lens appearing. It's like, this is it. And then they showed this they showed this great, big, hideous, ugly bat with like a gold grandfather clock on it. And it's like, I'm going to use my love rocket before I use that. You know? But I get it. I don't think it's not going to happen. It's a pipe dream, but I would have just loved to have seen it, because all Demon Hunters want it. We want to be able to fly. That cutscene in TBC of Illidan where he rockets into the sky, fires his wings out, we want to do that. We're the leaders of the Illidari now, so we should have a bit of power. It shows character progression. It shows how good
some of them were that we were so jealous of the others.
Yes.
They're the art team.
But just insane. They were good in different ways. Like, obviously everyone loves Tornado Bro, but for me, like the Hunter mount, is it like an owl wolf kind of like
I really
hybrid?
liked it.
It's a weird hybrid chimera thing.
I don't think people are talking about it, but the rogue one with the blindfolded raven.
The raven with
the raven.
Yeah, that looks so good.
Very Ravenholty.
Yeah, exactly. Every one of those was really, and I'm sure actually my disc will probably be really cool. No, but what I took away from yesterday was they did a big change. Well, they did 3 big changes for me. One, they talked about the weird and wacky coming back. Yeah. And I literally spoke about that 2 weeks ago in Cars. I was like, this is all fun. And Legion is a miserable, awful place to be. The Broken Isles is a disaster. I was saying, you go to Thunder Totem and their homes are burning down randomly every single time you go there. And where's the weird and wacky stuff that we fell in love with in like TBC and Vanilla was the stupidity, and even the up to Kata with Harrison Jones and all that. It was really silly. And then they said, right, we're putting the weird and wacky in. So we got Boat Day,
That's going to be
Storm
cool,
and Guard Day,
Yeah.
all that stuff was
Yeah.
just silly, fun
But
stuff
it's
that doesn't
optional
have to be
stuff as
part
well.
of it.
Exactly.
Because you can get bogged down in every piece of content having to have some big reward tied behind it, but instead of it just being just something fun to do. So I was really happy with that. The other one was, instead of just keep telling us what they're going to come up with, they showed us it's happening. Instead of it being like, we want to do this and this and this, which traditionally what we get at these panels is like, yeah, we kind of want to do this and
bullet
this.
point lists and
and
then they cut stuff.
And then we always go, yeah, you're going to cut all that and you're going to trim it and stuff. But this time they were like, and this is what it's going to look like, and this is what's going to happen. And here it is, it's already in motion. So I loved that. And also, they're experimenting again.
And we said
the Battleground Balls, and they don't know if it's going to be good. And that's TBC in a nutshell.
But he basically stopped any sort of argument straight away. He said, is it going to be balanced? No.
No, it's not going to be balanced. It's not canon. The new Brawlers Guild's not canon. Don't worry about it. It's just for fun.
Exactly.
And they're openly saying some of it might suck.
Yeah.
Some of it might not, but we'll find out. And we're just going to throw it out there and see what happens instead of everything being. It felt like over the last 4 years or so, it's got to be proven to be good before it releases, which generally means it's not that outlandish. And now they're saying, look, here's all this cool stuff. Let us know if you like it. If it's not, we're just going to take it away. It's no big deal.
I mean, they showed us like the inner workings of the Tomb of Sargeras. They've already confirmed Argus. Like they're showing us things. Argus is just a picture.
Yeah.
But like that's a patch.
Yeah, that's a big
They're
deal.
going to patch in a planet.
Yeah.
That's like the time jump.
And they've already
in
started
Battlestar
work on it.
Galactica.
Yeah, I mean,
4 years later.
Like I said, we can't show you much because it's way too early, and people are going to be like, "When's the Argus patch or whatever?" But yeah, to show us another raid so further ahead and tell us who's in there. We saw Kill Jade Bros back in there.
Avatar of Sargeras.
Yes. Yeah, all that stuff. So it was. I mean, people then going, "Where's the Nightholders?" Like that's still coming as well. This is
don't forget.
This is still going after that. It was the best panel I've seen from Blizzard in years. Last year I was really disappointed. 2014 didn't really have anything. It was the Warlords of Draenor thing.
Yeah.
And so it's like 2 years. It's not been anything really amazing. But Legion has just started as a rocket ship, and it seems to be just carrying on and on and on.
He came out knowing full well that we'd be satisfied with what he had to say.
He just looks so happy to be doing it as well, and I felt really good for it because he gets a lot of crap, and I've seen it here, like when he's been walking around the floor. It's just people coming up saying, you ruined this, you ruined this, you ruined that, and, you should change the game for this. And when I spoke to him last night, luckily, and I was just saying, no, you're nailing it, man. You look so happy to be out there doing that, and it was tremendous. So yeah, absolutely. I'm 100% happy.
Yeah?
100% happy. Well, 99.
Well, I don't want to spoil everything because we're going to be sitting down talking on a show in a week or so time.
The other thing I'm not happy about is something we would talk about on the show. So
okay. We'll save that for the 13th.
Because it's so nerdy and almost pointless that it's a personal pet peeve.
That's fair.
Yeah, exactly. But
so anything else you want to close out with about how BlizzCon 2016 has been, ladies and gentlemen?
Awesome.
I know we've only been twice, but I would say yesterday in particular was just one of the best days I've ever had.
Yeah.
And it kicked off with the panel, and after that, easily we've met over 1,000 fans while we've been there.
I believe it.
Yeah, and we've not been able to walk anywhere or get a drink, and that's the only reason we come, because we obviously don't come to play the games really. So we fly all the way here. We did a 25-hour flight, and then landed and instantly came out to meet everybody because we were getting told you must come out.
Yeah.
And it's been non-stop, and we're flying out in a few hours to go home.
But it was totally worth it. It's
been amazing.
Worth it.
And today was the same. We've only been 2 floors. There's plenty of BlizzCon we haven't seen. We haven't been able to get there. We've just been able to reach it, which
still time left before Weird Al.
Well, we're tired now and we're going for food. Oh yeah, Weird Al's on later, but I think we'll be in the bar. I like Weird Al, but
I do like Weird Al.
Yes.
I want to make sure the only thing we hate about BlizzCon is when we go and someone says we didn't get a chance to see you. So we try and be
we had that in
available
the
as
Hilton
possible.
yesterday. It's like we looked all around the Hilton, but we didn't see you. It's like you didn't look very hard.
I mean, we were
from Manchester.
The biggest group of people in the whole place, and everybody was louder than anything.
I was wondering about in the interview right now. We're actually cordoned off. We went down a hallway that no one else can get to us right now because there's security right here to get a chance to talk.
You got to show your pass. You got to have the green pass.
Yeah, we need one.
No, this year has been incredible. I mean, I remember the 2014 one. We kind of thought we wouldn't come back unless we were working or something like that. Like, because a lot of the stuff people didn't stop and say hello to us or anything. Although they were noticing us and going like, "Hey," but walking off. Because we had an official thing to do. Yeah. So this time we got offered to do official things. We said no, we don't want to do that because we want to make sure people come and say hi. Absolutely. And that has been just the best, absolute best.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah, talking to the Blizzard devs, all happy. We talked to some of the top ones and even to the guys designing the gameplay, and they were all, they're all fans of the show as well, which was great. And
they're all happy
where
the
It's
game
been non-stop.
is as well.
We've only had about an hour's rest a day, and it's been amazing.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic.
So, Preacher, Ghosty, thank you very much for taking the time. Of course, I will see both of you like in 2 weeks. The internet will see you faster than we will.
Yeah.
But okay, make out with the camera. Get in there. There we go. That's what they
Keep
want.
it tender.
I found 2 additional nerds, or at the Darkmoon Fair, but who are these gentlemen? So, who is this?
My name's Jeffrey.
And I'm Jesse.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. There's something else that happens when the two of you make things. What? It's a voice that comes out of the ether.
Welcome back to another episode of the HoloCore. Today's file. The end day of BlizzCon, day number 2.
Oh my god, that was it. You were nervous?
I was nervous.
Look at this. So these are the 2 guys that are behind the Codex, the HoloCore.
What's up, guys?
So
Hello.
How is BlizzCon for you this year?
Well, amazing. It's been real busy, and yeah, the announcements, Legion going forward, it's been a lot to take in.
It's a wild ride. I mean, for a lore standpoint, since you guys do lore videos,
Yeah.
and you put together highly produced, edited lore videos, well, your fingers do. You write stuff and you talk about things.
For me, BlizzCon, especially the Legion panel with Ian, phenomenal. We've been getting hints about all sorts of stuff, all Legion, about Argus, and now Argus is confirmed, which he ended it on a perfect note. I think the audience went crazy when he started talking about Argus, so I am definitely, I think we're both eager to maybe leave Azeroth for the first time in the TheLostCodex. We've never done that before, so it's always been Azeroth bound, but we gotta follow Lord Illidan, because Lord Illidan knows the way, apparently.
Yeah, we've left before, but we're
No, I mean us
exist.
as a channel.
Oh, that's very true.
We've never left Azeroth. We've only covered the bare minimum. So it's been one hell of a BlizzCon, and you know, Warcraft stuff aside, Sombra's awesome. I'm looking forward to the D3 stuff, Necromancer,
King Varian.
Hell
King
yeah!
Varian,
He will not be
Heroes.
forgotten.
Yeah. How are you enjoying BlizzCon?
It's been a wild ride because the panel announced so much stuff, and you guys are right now working on all of the artifact weapons. How many have you done, and how many are still left?
So we've done most of them. We're actually, so there's 2 big ones we have left. We got Doomhammer and the Ashbringer, and we're kind of think we should dedicate an episode to them each, just because they're really big weapons.
Those are the biggest weapons we still have
In
left.
lore, their lore was actually written by Mickey Nielsen before he left Blizzard, so that's really cool.
You got to meet him, right?
I got to chat with him for like 4 hours up in at the party. I think at 3:30 in the morning we stopped talking about lore, so that was really really cool. Other ones we haven't covered. Help me out here. What are we missing?
What class are we talking about?
Any class.
Any of them?
Yeah.
Well, what my point?
Priests, we've given priests nothing
Yeah.
yet. So the very first HoloCore we did, we covered the Silver Hand, Xalatath, Blade of the Black Empire, and the Fist of Ra. And back then, the lore we had was very limited.
Sure.
It was the beginning of Legion Alpha, and we knew nothing about it. We used bits and pieces from here, but now that we have the full story, I kind of feel like we didn't do Holy Paladins, Elemental Shamans, and Shadow Priests any justice. So it would have been perfect for Reinhardt to walk in right here. How about that? justice comment. Anyway, I want.
Is there a Reinhardt
There's
behind
none
us?
of the Reinhardt cosplays.
No, they're all downstairs. I think I party with WRLD. It's crazy.
We after we're done all the weapons, I think we should go back and kind of give some love to those that we gypped at the beginning.
Well, where do you go from weapons? Because we're confirming Tomb of Sargeras soon, so there's so much that's going to happen with there. Then there's also like the new mounts that are coming out that might have new story beats as well that connect to the characters in the class halls too.
Right.
And then there's, of course, again, we have Argus, which is a totally Legion-based world with the Army of Light. Like, there's so much.
I think, so right now we have maybe 1, maybe 2 more episodes left for the History of the Night Elves.
Sure.
In the next episode, we're going to finish the War of the Ancients, and we're going to dive right into Suramar. I really want to cover a lot of Suramar, which is my absolute favorite game, zone in game, rather. After that, after we've covered the War of the Ancients and what happened to Suramar, we could honestly, we can go in any directions. I think we should focus on. We did actually a poll on Patreon, and the highest vote was covering the Pillars of Creation.
Ooh.
People want to do a Holocore episode dedicated to each of those.
Ooh, very nice.
And then we're actually in the process of discussing. This isn't confirmation or anything. Discussing some new formats to showcase characters. So the Holocore focuses on quick objects and quick random facts, while the storybook episodes are very stop motion, kind of page flipping, big epic scenes, but we never focus on individual characters.
No, we focus on the broad story.
Exactly. So I think Jeff and I have talked about individual character portfolios.
Ooh.
We don't know how we're going to do that. Maybe moving paintings, maybe something else. But with so many big characters, I'd love to talk about Elisand. I'd love to give a full history of Illidan. We've never touched on Sargeras or the Burning Legion. We touched on the Pantheon and the Old Gods. We didn't touch Sargeras yet.
No. We're about to fight the Avatar, and then Argus might actually be him. So
yeah. So I think, in terms of storybook episodes to go back, we need to do a series on Sargeras, Agrimar, and the Burning Legion creation.
I'm gonna nod the camera yes, so you should make these. yeah.
Whatever he's saying.
Yeah,
and then after that, we know very little lore about the Draenei, about the Eridar rather. So I want to discuss Argus pre-corruption. We just don't know much about it.
Well, there's plenty on the horizon. I will have these gentlemen on the show at some point in time in the future for actually a spotlight. So let's save a lot more for that. So do you have something you want to leave funny faces for the internet real quick? Or
no. I'm just trying to think of a final comment.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing.
That's fine. Pally Time didn't have anything either. That's fine. And we're gonna go this way.